hardest thing was for me to do was contact people. I talked to Chris quite a bit. And this is a hard thing for you to know. This is life. But James was a great man and a great man. Thank you very much. Good morning. James and I, we go way back. Pop on football. James was my fullback on the Wednesday Saints. You know, and back then, you know, Disney World was the biggest thing we could think about getting to. You know, nowadays they got all kinds of stuff these kids can get to. Disney World was their ultimate goal. We raised a lot of money and the Pop wanted team to get there, our parents. You know, they made sure that we were taken care of, and that's a memorable moment that from Pop Warner football, to high school, JV football, and after that he said, I ain't going back out there in that summer with y'all playing no football. I'm going to FAMU. I'm going to be a modern and run on. All I can do is dance. I ain't never been musically inclined like these guys were. So in high school, we had two different sides. Westwood, Central. It's always our rivalry. Class of '86, we keep that going well. We don't let them know. We don't let them forget we beat Westwood 47-6. But James split because he went to both schools. So he was like, I'm just going to stay out of that. You know, that's James. He's going to always be the one that keeps everything on the level. Then we formed a group called the Dream Team. New Edition was our favorite group. Couldn't tell us we was up in Fort Pierce New Edition. And our home was the Westwood Auditorium at great times. And the guys would study. James would say, hey, family, you got to do this. And we put it in the show. We grew up all the way to adult men, to Saturdays and Sundays. We're at James' house, watching the game. He's always frustrated on Sundays. He likes to talk. And we both were always frustrated. The pastor was laughing and being funny because he's a Florida State guy. And Miami Hurricanes always let James and I down on Saturdays. But I said all that to say this. That's friendship. That's 40 years. From this time, grown man. We talk about these things. This is what our class, we always say, hey, when this happens, if this happens, do this for me. Well, this wasn't easy. Chain is linked, but it's a piece missing. Yesterday will never be tomorrow, but as the class of '86 always says, we are one to the family. You are loved, even if you don't know us. You're going to always see something on the book that says class of '86 strong. So we send our blessings and strength to you, Paul, our '86 brother, family, Mr. and Miss Chambers, kids. I know y'all, who that guy? I've never seen him before. That's just the way we are. It's a lot of us. And we love y'all just because we know he did. And he's going to be missed. Thank you.
Somebody that's a voice. Hold on. Just hold it. And to the class of 1986. Please excuse my absence today. I had a prior engagement that I could not get out of. What can I say about James? A lot of things. It's very easy to speak on a friend. James was one of my best friends. Having known James, a.k.a. Bass Rock, since grade school, was truly a great honor. In today's society, a solid friendship is rare. We, along with the others in our group of friends, were and still are very close and loyal to one another. James was a man of character and principle, and he had a great work ethic. When we were in high school band together, James started out playing the trumpet, but decided he wanted to be with the big dogs in the lower brass section. Sorry, Paul. So he decided to join me and started playing the trombone. And together, we were the best trombonists ever on the Treasure Coast, probably in the state of Florida. After high school, our roads split for a while. James left and joined the Marching 100s along with his cousin Paul. I embarked on a career in the U.S. Army. When we came back home, James, along with me and Raheem, started a company. We were always striving to become successful businessmen. James was destined to be an insurance agent and became a very great agent. Up until this very day, I have all my family insurance policies through James. Makes sense, doesn't it? James, you were a loyal friend to me, and I'm glad I got to see you and tell you I love you before you went away. I'm going to miss you. Take your rest, and I will see you on the other side. I love you.
Somebody coming up. He coming. He coming.
James was my brother-in-law, but before he was my brother-in-law, we were on the path, and I caught a bus from out of Miami to Fort Pierce. Back then, we didn't have cell phones, so things had to be prearranged or use a payphone, but there wasn't a payphone around. When the bus let me off on Okeechobee, right across from where the old pizza hut was, there was nobody out there, nighttime, dark, and I had to wait, hope somebody was coming to pick me up. Then, while I'm sitting there, I heard something coming down the road, doom, 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 doom. I said, I believe that might be my ride. This young man pulled up. I think it was like a little small Nova. Jumped out the car, looked at me and said, "You Elvis?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "I'm James." I didn't know who he was. He didn't know me. He grabbed my bag, put my bag in his car. I looked at the car and it was kind of small, but I was like, I'm gonna have to fit in here one way. We started driving and, just asked me some questions about where I was from. Told me we from Detroit. Asked me how I met Missy, his wife. My wife at the time, she was my girlfriend. Told me that Dawn told him to come on down and pick me up. And while I was in that car, I didn't know who he was, but I felt like I was with family. I felt like he was one of my boys. Didn't feel uncomfortable. And from that point on, we became brother-in-laws, and we've always been family. It's a sad day. I wish I was able to speak this to him while he could hear it, but we're going to miss him, but we know with faith, we'll see him again. Thank you for what I had to say.
morning, everyone. So I'm going to speak as best I can. She get back, she went to the house for me. So I would send them out to play, and then I would lock the door. So when they go to water, I would tell them, y'all get water out the water faucet. It's the water out there in the water faucet. I got to clean up this house. Mama will be back. So we used to talk about those times, and I'm gonna miss him because I would always call him and talk to him and encourage him. And then I would say, bro, what about this insurance? What you think? He can tell. He can tell me insurance.
It's all right. It's all right.
Good morning. So I'm Earl Chambers. I'm the middle son of my brother James and Chris. Just to pick up on her story, what she said, she could have put us outside while she cleaned the house. We wanted water. She told us to drink us spit. That was what we can tell people now. My personality is a bit like my brother James. I'm not one to really get up and speak on anything. But I do feel like on this occasion I can pretty much talk about this all day. I'm not going to do it because I know my brother's personality. We usually sit back, depending on what funeral it is, and be like, man, my brother, they need to wrap this up and get up out of here. Depending on who you were, what service you was, he set himself somewhere where he can make his great escape. Get out of here. But can't escape today. Got to live and take it. Growing up, my brother set a path that we, myself, always wanted to take. So no matter what he did, I wanted to do. The days have been playing pop-on football and my cousin Paul, sitting back and watching them play, running up and down the field. Always wanted to follow their path and play football. We grew up, playing football on the street and even in the open field. Playing tackle football, mind, without equipment. Now we can actually, I'm looking at, we can put the gear on and hit each other. And he signed me up for that. So I took his path to play pop-on football. As we got a little older, we went to Fort Hills Central High School. I wanted to take that path and go to Central. But I had my brother, he graduated from there, and I had my cousin Willie, who was attending, cousin Venus was there, so I didn't want to go to Central High School. That was a tough sell for me because those who know where we live, I can go to the end of my driveway and see Westwood, with entrance to Westwood, like right up the street. So I had to scratch Central up with this. One of the biggest things that I problem with my brother was him and my cousin Paul taking a journey to Tallahassee and attended Florida A&M University and being a part of watching my 100 band. It was really proud moment to sit in the stands and watch all the fans see the band perform and try to travel, where we could to see him perform in person, whether it was a parade or a game. Those were good moments for me. Of course, I wanted to take that path, but Mom had another path for me to take, which led me to Orlando. Little did I know, eventually all three of us ended up in Orlando. Lived there for about 6 years together, had quite a bit of fun. And after that, our paths went down to go on different journeys, different paths as we started a family, getting married, raising children. So I'm going to miss my brother. I did talk to him this Sunday before he passed. One thing I can say, we never ended a phone call, not saying that we love each other. So that was my last words, literally our last words to each other. I love you. Love you, big brother. I love you.
It's all right, son. It's all right.
There's so much I can say about my brother. As a kid growing up, every kid had, normally looks up to their father, or some type of a hero. For me, that was my older brother. There were many things that, if I wanted to do it, or if I wanted to know anything about it, I looked to my older brother. And just growing up, AP, we talk about Dream Team. I remember you guys in the garage practicing, and they were doing their dancing moves and everything, and I was like, man, I want to do that. When the Westwood had one song, my brother was in the band, as you all heard. He went off the fan, playing trombone. Me, I wanted to do the same thing. I wanted to go to fame, play my tuba. I wanted to be that last tuba. If y'all know anything about fame, that last tuba was a man that don't drop and do that split. I wanted to be that man. Our paths, as we got older, we did different things. We went different ways, but as my brother Greg said, we joined together in Orlando. And a lot of times I ran into people and they were just shocked to see that three brothers could live together and at peace, because apparently there's a lot of family that just don't get along that well. Well, me and my brothers, we always got along. We did a lot of things together. We just, like as Greg said, we enjoyed it. We had fun. And, until we went our different ways after that, but we stayed together, and man, we had a lot of fun, I'll put it that way. But my brother Earl, he had a big impact on a lot of people. I know Rahid asked classmates to stand. I want all of his friends to stand. If you're a friend to Earl, consider yourself a friend, stand. My brother had a impact on a lot of people in the community. There's so many people that can talk about him, as if it's from insurance to whatever. You guys can have a seat. I never heard anybody tell a negative story about my brother. It's always been positive. Tolbert family, please stand. Tolbert family. I call them Tolbert, they still Chambers. But this family here, that's my brother, second brothers and sisters. Because if he wasn't with us or he wasn't with his friends, that's where he was. And you knew that. Thank you, y'all. But I never imagined that this day would come so soon. I love my brother. I'm going to truly miss him. It's a hard quarter to swallow. But we're going to make it through. So thank you all for coming. And just love you all.
Excuse me, church. You're not opposed on the testimony. I need to share this message with the family. I'm Dr. Johnson Roosevelt Howard. James and I, we were office mates.
You okay?
We had offices across the United States. And I have right here. Let me come up to the front because I'm verbally challenged like James was. As I was saying, my name is Dr. Johnson Howard, and I want the family to know that right here I have James' voice because he was one of 16 successful financial service advisors that I had to interview in order for me to become a doctor. I have it right here. I just moved into the house and my wife is like, why are you going through the garage and all these boxes? I say, I have to find this because his voice is on this tape. And I want his family to know that that study title, Strategies to Cultivate Long-Term Customer Relationships, sits in the Library of Congress right now. Right now. Brother James Chambers is a part of that study. You need to know that right now. And I'm going to cue this up just so you can hear his voice. So you don't think that to stop by Walgreens, pick this up. All right? It's the real deal. I wish I could be louder, but that's business. What's up? Now, I am determined to find a way to get a copy of that interview that I had for Brother James because as the president of the Treasure Coast Black Chamber of Commerce, I am going to start an annual award because he was the epitome of customer service. He was never late. He was very professional. And more importantly, he knew his stuff. You couldn't touch him. The other 15 people on there came from these big organizations, KPMG, Seacoast Bank. But James was that person, even on holidays, I saw that guy coming through his office if he had some work to do. So I would be remiss if I did not share that with all of his family and friends because it's important for his legacy to not leave after we lay him down to rest. It shall continue, particularly for his offspring, his grandkids. It's important for you to know and his parents. He came from good stock. Not good stock, let me fix that. Great stock. Thank you for allowing me to share with you.
Thank you. May God bless each and every one of you. At this time, we will have a solo by Sister Juanita Wright, followed by words of comfort by Reverend Guy Slide.
Sylvia, get the mic. Get the mic. Going up.
Truly, we know God is able. And in His Word, we know that He won't put any more on us than we can bear. It's so sweet to trust in Jesus. Just to take Him at His word. Just to know, thus saith the Lord. Tis so sweet to trust in Jesus, just to take Him at, oh Lord, His word, just to rest, oh Lord, upon His promise, just to know the same, the Lord, Jesus, Jesus, oh how, oh Lord, I trust Him, I prove Him, oh, I know, Jesus, Jesus, oh Lord, precious Jesus, oh for grace, oh Lord, to trust Him more. I'm so glad, oh Lord, I learned to trust Him. Precious Jesus, oh Lord, Savior.